still don't know. So many times I've changed my mind. Guess I was born to make mistakes, but I ain't scared to take the weight. So when I stumble off the path, I know my heart will guide me back. Yeah. Ooh, hey, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Ooh, hey, ooh, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. And didn't you know, tried to move, but I lost my way. Didn't you know, stop to watch my emotions sway. Didn't you know, knew the toll, but I would not pay. Didn't you know, see you never know where the cards may lay.
We back.
All right, and we are live. Can you hear me okay? Because I was just talking, then I realized I was on mute, and then I was like, well, let me just make sure I'm clear.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Thank you guys for tuning in to Peaches and Dreams podcast on this wonderful Sunday. Ooh, Saturday, December 31st,
The speed us up
2022.
time.
Why did I think it was Sunday? I felt like I was supposed to be cooking Sunday dinner, but I was out, doing Uber Eats. And I was like, dang, it's Sunday and I ain't even home cooking. I realized it's Saturday, so now I don't feel so bad. But yes, the last show of the year, the last episode of our podcast for 2022.
For 2020, damn, 2022 been a fucking year.
Yes, it's been crazy. It was really
description for the episode, but I'm not. Let me do it with my phone because
What you said about the description for the episode?
The thing that you sent me, but let me use my phone.
Just copy and paste.
Oh, I was doing it on my laptop, and this I have a new MacBook Air, and
Girl,
what?
A MacBook Air, girl.
I had to get it for school because my laptop broke like in October or November. And I was doing all my school assignments on my phone. I was so hurt.
Girl, I can imagine. MacBook Air must be nice.
It's expensive as fuck.
Girl, tell me about it.
Let me make this public. Yeah, I know it's public on our page, our brand new Peaches and Dream Facebook page. I probably should have sent you the link.
I will find it and I will add. Oh, you added it to the bottom? Because I'll go in and I'll add it. Yeah, guys, we've been MIA, but I think it's safe to say that we are officially back and we're going to be more consistent. So make sure you guys are subscribing and following and all that good stuff, so that this way you guys can be connected with us. Because yeah, we're gonna do better in 2023. We actually did really, really good up until the last few months, but a lot of that is on me because I got the baby now, and I just be like, girl. But we back. 2023. It's gonna be a good year for us. Hey, girl. This boy is just here. I'm supposed to be finding the Facebook page so we can copy the link. Peaches.
I'm sorry, I had to drop off. When I drop off, then I'm at work.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even realize you wasn't even on. I was
You're
chatting.
just talking and talking and talking.
I was chatting.
But yeah.
Uh, I was chatting, but it is okay. Whoever goes back and rewatch this, at least they was entertained for those few seconds you was gone.
I gotta send somebody a number real quick. But what did we do? Did you already go with the topics, or was I on the phone for that?
Actually, no, what I was saying was that I was gonna find the link for the Peaches and Dream podcast for Facebook, so that this
Oh
way I
yeah,
can
yeah.
go back. Because I always add the links for our social media pages to, when I send you the description.
Um,
So, yeah. Anyways, it's New Year's Eve, so now is the time to go grab your drinks, or go hit your black, or go hit your blunt,
and
or go hit
people be
your cigarette.
safe. People be safe. It's fucking crazy out here.
You said it's
It's
crazy.
crazy out here. People are. Have you heard about? Speaking of being safe, have you heard about trying to buy me some time? Have you heard about?
That's right, Leslie.
Wow, wow.
What happened? All right, so we're gonna give Peaches a minute to work on what she's working on. But I
Okay,
just,
so yeah. I'm sorry. Go
oh,
ahead.
no, no, no. I was just, keeping. I was talking about. We were waiting for you to come back because I thought you had dropped off for a second.
I did. I did.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, you were talking about the topic. What were you talking about? Or was I
We
talking?
didn't actually. We actually didn't even get into the topics. We were just pretty much. I was saying this is the time for
I
everybody to go get their drinky drinks, or go smoke their black and mild, or go smoke
was
their
telling
blunt, or go smoke your cigarette.
I was
So yeah.
telling everybody to be safe, and then I was about to ask you: have you seen where abductors are putting tissue in women's arms?
Girl, let me tell you. Yes, I have heard about that, but it's crazy because one day I was leaving to go get the baby from daycare, and on my door handle, it was like a
Go get
tissue,
what?
and I was leaving to go get the baby from daycare, and on my door handle, my car door, which is what I believe you're talking about, there
Yeah.
was a tissue on the door. And I'm like, how the freak is it a tissue on my door handle? I'm like, a tissue wouldn't just blow there. It would have to have been put there. At least that's how I felt. I could have
They
also been
have to get
exaggerating.
on.
You said what? No,
They
it
have
was
to
breaking
stick
up.
that on. They have to stick that into the door handle.
All right, but in my situation, it was a little tissue. So I'm like, a part of me was like, okay, maybe the wind blew it there. But then also I'm like, nah. So anywho, I didn't want to touch it because based off of what I heard is that if you come across a tissue in your door, you're not supposed to touch it none at all. Because they said it's been people that touched it with gloves that still, was hospitalized, and apparently it's some poisonous or toxic substance on it.
Hmm.
So what I did is I went in the house and I got some hot water and I poured it on it until the tissue fell off. And then when the tissue fell off, I sprayed it with like some bleach and stuff. And then I poured more hot water on it. Because bleach is going to kill whatever, hot water is going to kill whatever. So I
Hmm.
was just like, I don't know if it was that, but I'll rather be safe than sorry. But I have heard about that. Yep. You know somebody that was affected by it, or
Not personally. I think it was some lady down in Atlanta. She had left a party or something. Mind you, she's with her husband, and she touched the tissue on the door handle, and it was like, I don't know, like her whole body fucking went numb. So what was supposed to happen was she was supposed to pass out or touch her face or something to where it would debilitate her. And whoever was planning that shit was supposed to abduct her.
wow. Yep, that's what I was hearing, and this is. it's just crazy. But like I said, when I heard about it, and I'm glad I heard about it because like you would never know, you know? And it was like I don't know. When I saw that the other day, I was just like, I hope it wasn't that. But luckily, it didn't happen again. So, but yeah, y'all be careful out there for real, for real. And then don't like I don't like most people are just especially since Cobra. Like most people are cautious when it comes to certain things, but there's no way in hell you should see a tissue on your door handle because you would have to actually place it there. Normally when you pull the door handle, it makes a little space, and then when you release it, it will squeeze or pinch anything that's put there. So no, they probably pulled that door handle, put the tissue in, and released it. So that's how it's gripped and held on there. So to even get it off, you normally gotta touch it or touch around the area. But trust me, I've been hearing about it for some months now.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
I was
course,
actually reading
of
an
course, you know
article.
me. Huh?
I was reading this article. I can't say how they were abducted, but it was like they were talking about it was some abductions of black women, and I don't remember where. I will have to find a news article. But what they were saying was that the police didn't take it seriously because they were trying to say there was a serial kidnapper and well, a serial killer. But the thing about the serial killer was that he was kidnapping them and holding them hostage. And this one girl, she got out, but she was like he did kill some of her friends that he had abducted. And I guess maybe they didn't cooperate, you know?
What?
So, yeah, I was reading an article earlier. I can't even remember what city that was in. Mm-mm. But yeah, just be careful.
Of course, of course.
Hmm. All right,
Um,
let's just do a topic recap. Let me see, how long have we been on here? We've been on here for about almost 15 minutes now. So y'all should be nice and warmed up. All right, so this is the last Peaches and Dream podcast of 2022. And tonight we're going to be touching base on the Tory Lanez versus Meg The Stallion case, which we've been following since it was fresh and had just happened. We're also going to be touching base on some recent celebrity deaths. Also, Blueface and Krishan, crazy asses. And then we're going to go over the Shade Room viral calendar breakdown, which covers a whole bunch of the madness that happened through 2022. Let me not say madness because it could also be some good things. But I didn't see the list, so it's going to be my first time seeing this breakdown or this 2022. Yeah, the
if I could find
viral
this,
calendar.
if I could find this shit, because I can't find this shit nowhere. Let me look on
You
Facebook.
know what? I think I know what you're talking about, but we'll find it. I think you know how in January they'll put a picture like what we have, like the Capitol riots. I think that's how the
Yeah,
year started. I
yeah,
know what you talk. I haven't seen it though. The last time I saw it was probably like in March, and it was no Gorilla Glue wasn't this year. That wasn't this year. But I know like they normally put pictures of some viral shit. Well, we
yeah. I
gonna find
remember
it.
that
We gonna
from
find it.
last year. I remember that from last year.
Yeah, we gonna find it.
Let me see. Because I've only seen it on the Shade Room.
No, we'll find it. It's just that they probably posted it a while ago. The Shade Room has a lot of posts, but we'll find
They
it. We can make it
do,
a
they
topic.
do. But yeah, let's get to this Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lane shit because I pay attention to I'm on YouTube, of course, a lot. So I see a lot of debate whether he's guilty or innocent. But do you see where like people are like blaming Rock Nation for his bullshit?
You know what? I have seen where basically they're saying that because he decided to be a private artist instead of being signed to a major label, they pretty much set him up to be in jail, which honestly, I wouldn't put it past them, you know. But overall, of course, like If that for everybody who was following, he was found guilty. So I was wondering, do you feel like he's really guilty, or you feel like he's not guilty? What do you think?
I think him and Kelsey are guilty.
And
Uh,
I'm glad that you said him and Kelsey. I feel like, girl, Kelsey, I think they both shot a gun that night because she had gun residue on her. At first, at one point, they were saying he didn't have any gun residue on him. I still don't know if that was true as far as with the evidence that they presented in court, but I know for sure they said she had gun residue on her, and they also offered her an immunity agreement. They offer your ass an immunity agreement when you are an accomplice to a crime or witness to a crime and you have knowledge of the crime, but you didn't come forward. So when the feds get involved, you would have to be a snitch, and in exchange for you snitching, even if you partook in that illegal activity, you have an immunity agreement, which means that they will not lock your ass up because you snitched and supposedly told the whole truth and nothing but the truth and ratted whoever out. So she's guilty of something, hence
mhm.
why they needed her to have an immunity agreement. And it's messed up that Tory Lanez is the only one in jail. And for him to get excuse me, for him to get 20 years and Megan Thee Stallion is not dead is crazy to me. And again, it's always going to be crazy to me when the person who killed my daughter's father only got 2 years behind bars and he was a drunk driver. So you can't tell me that he deserves. I think if he's guilty, yeah, give him like 5 years in jail. Give him even 2 years in jail. Meg Thee Stallion is not dead. She's not permanently disabled. You know, I do think if he did it, if he did the time, if you did the time, if you did the crime, be prepared to do the time. But 20 years is excessive. I'm going to say that much. But I do think that wait, I want you to find the audio. Can you find the audio
I
of the
haven't.
conversation?
I haven't.
Yes, I want to hear that, and then I'll finish making my decision on how I feel.
All right, let me go ahead and share the screen. Is the audio up? Oh, it's muted. My bad.
Uh,
Call from
Sorry.
the inmate at LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call,
try to mute your
thank
thing
you
for
for
a
using
second.
LAPD.
Hello.
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything.
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything. Y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I said
TV.
Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so whatever,
Yeah.
bro. But regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
I think it was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, shorty like all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots like off the door, like you feel me? So I was out of there, like wasn't even there with niggas, like you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like you feel me? Like
Yeah, no, I didn't even, I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
it's like but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Corn's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Juan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Corn and tell this nigga, bruh, you get a chance, bro, just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, I think we're gonna try to, because obviously, like the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get. Because it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out.
but like, out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. Megan's team is on top of this. So,
yeah, but like niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
What'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her. But no, I'll let you know. Alright, it is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just want to let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that shit if I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
I'm gonna get out of here, you guys.
You're listening to Street TV.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Hello?
Okay. Based off of that, do you want to go first about how you feel about that? Because I'm ready to go. Oh, don't forget you're on mute.
I'm hearing a lot of people say that that was the deciding factor, well, one of the deciding factors for the jury, because when Megan and Kelsey got on the stand, they were doing a lot of, backpedaling and pussy popping, and oh, I don't remember that shit. When clearly you said one thing in the past, you said a whole bunch of shit in the past, but as soon as you get on the stand, you get instant fucking amnesia. So that the credibility alone is fucking shot. So I understand why the defense felt like that they had the case, but the jury, they have to go off facts. They're instructed to go off facts. So the neighbor who called the police, there was a few neighbors who called the police, but the guy who actually saw the altercation standing from his house, he called the police. He took the stand. The audio that was recorded, and then the gunshots were recorded on the doorbell ring camera also, but it was just the audio. Have you heard the gunshots?
No, I did not. I didn't hear any. I haven't. You have it? Like anything you could play, or you were just asking?
Yes. Statement. Where's the gunshots? Okay, I got it. Let me go ahead and share this. Meek at Night had it first.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Meek, and you're tuned
to Meek at Night. And tonight I'm about to be dropping back to back to back to back to back to back to back receipts on what was played in court that determined Tory Lane's fate. Now, a crucial part in this trial was the gunshot audio. Now, his defense tried to paint the picture that, Kelsey shot the gun first, and then after she shot the gun first, Tori got the gun from her in a struggle, and the gun went off, and all this and this and that. Well, there was an expert who was a gun expert, and he basically testified that it's impossible for the gun to go off in a struggle. This was a special gun that you needed 8.5 pounds of pressure to shoot it. Now, in the audio, you will see how, you know, back to back the shots were, which eliminates the idea of this struggle for the gun and, this idea that was pushed out. Now, this is exclusive from us. A lot of people was wondering, like, in the gunshot audio, why didn't I hear Kelsey and Megan and them like arguing? It's because the audio was taken from somebody's ring inside their home. So let me pull it up on the screen. So let me pull it up on the screen. Screen.
You hear that shit?
So basically, it sounds like about 5 gunshots or so, right?
It was, but there was a pause in between the third and the fourth shot. And I want to know what that pause was. What's really damning to me is that nobody fucking knows what happened. We still don't know what the fuck happened, even after all this time. The whole case, we don't know what happened. We don't know who shot who. We can't get an idea of who was fighting because we know there was an altercation.
But
But
here is the thing, though, what you have to keep in mind. So let's just touch base on the audio that you played.
yeah, 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 yeah. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you that based off of what he's saying, he never, of course, I guess because he's in jail, nobody ever talks about what crime they may or may not have done on a line that they know for sure is recorded. He basically did make it seem like something happened to where he felt bad. Also, but Kelsey wasn't like I guess she wouldn't have tried to incriminate him either. So but normally she would have been like, "Oh, did you do that?" At least I don't think she would have done that because especially if you're not trying to incriminate the person. But her tone towards him was like, "Yo, a couple of us did some fucked up shit last night." That's what she even said that at one point. Like she was like, "So much happened last night," and she also was like, "Oh, how she was drunk." He was saying he got 5 shots when he walked in. The thing about it is that I don't think anybody really knows what happened because I think that they were all way too drunk for their own good. So
Yes.
that's why it's never really going to make sense, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
I feel like that's exactly what the majority of the problem is. Everybody was too drunk for their own good.
Here's the
No,
thing. Everybody was drunk except for that damn driver.
so is there any testimonies from the driver?
He showed up on the last day when the jury was deliberating. Conveniently, he was missing, and then he shows up on the last day when the jury was deliberating, and they couldn't even use him.
Wow. They could
Con-
have used them. They didn't want to use them. And let me say why they could have used them. Because my brother had a situation where he was out with his friend. They had went to the bar. He ended up getting drunk, so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go sit in the car." It was his car. He woke up and his car was upside down and his friend is pulling him out the car. He didn't know what happened. The police showed up shortly after he got pulled out of the vehicle and they say, "Whose car is this?" He says, "It's my car." He says, "Were you drinking?" My brother said yes. They arrested him on the spot. They never asked him if he was driving. And basically, he had to go to, the guy had ran off, his friend. He had to go to court back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to court, back and forth to court. And eventually, the last day, the friend that was really driving came to, he showed up at court and he told them, like, yeah, I was the one that was driving or whatever. And luckily, the charges against my brother was dropped. So
He
they
gonna
could have
get that.
used it.
He gonna run off like that.
Listen, who the hell was trying to take that charge? He was drunk driving and flipped the car over. And it's crazy because he had, like, my brother was so stressed out, you know? But yeah, but he showed up on the last day and took ownership of, the incident.
Okay, so
So they could have used them. I just think they didn't want to. That's how I feel.
yeah, so and we still don't know the Megan security. So that was Tory security slash driver, but Megan security was supposed to be in court too, but he disappeared. He disappeared
Mm.
also. Like this whole fucking case is just, it's like a damn soap opera. People disappearing. Okay, let's get to his dad. Let's get to Tory Lanez's dad. Um Shoot. Because
I
Tory
heard
Lanez,
he was going off in court. You got any audio? Did they have any? I don't think it was any audio from that, from the court, right?
no, no, because none of that stuff was allowed in the courtroom. That should have been
I'm
fucking.
confused why some courts be having, they allow, because it was video footage from when, who was it that got convicted? The Jussie Smollett, what's up, dude?
Jesse. Yeah,
They had, and remember he was in court saying whatever he was saying,
yeah.
and it was recorded. So I don't get how come sometimes they have, recordings of what happened in the courtroom,
I
and
don't
then
know who
other
the hell makes
times.
that decision. Mind you, that was in Chicago. I don't know who the hell makes that decision to allow cameras and stuff into the courtroom. But they let these YouTube bloggers into the courtroom, which is nothing wrong with that. But like even it was drama with that because a lot of people are biased. And one chick that I started following, Mila Grams, she has a YouTube page called Mob Radio. Mind you, she's the spitting image of fucking Meg the Stallion. She looks just like Meg, but she's caping for Tory. And Neek at Night, the one who was just on screen with the audio, her and Neek were beefing because like they were standing in line, and you know how females are. The Mila chick, she got a little smart ass attitude. She was talking shit, and but it just took away from the case. People being biased took away from the case. Like at the end of the day, like they're still trying to figure out who the fuck shot Megan. Who the fuck shot her? So here's the dad right here.
How you feeling, sir? How you feeling? You want to know exactly how I'm feeling? Yes, sir. I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. Amen. The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court, and our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Ta and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before. They met
with our witness. And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want, listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Amen. Real talk. That's right. Real talk, bro.
Over.
Amen.
It's not over.
Real talk,
God does not lose.
Never.
And even though we have come to this juncture, trust me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I know
That's right.
that this is wickedness.
That's right.
This district attorney, Miss Kathy Tarr, is the same one that's witnessed or knew that 5 sheriff's deputies in LA County beat up a Spanish man with the last name Carrillo until the guy was beaten to and passed out. ABC News interviewed that man after Eyewitness News. And he said, I thought I would never be here to see my child born. And I would never been able to be around to see my other child rise up. But I'm telling you, this court system is not for justice. It's about wins and losses, and they do dirty to do whatever they can. Jay-Z, let me speak to you.
He has kids.
Rock Nation.
Yes.
Because my son refused to sign a Rock Nation deal with you.
Yes.
And Desiree Perez, you wicked witch, you snitch.
Yes.
You turned on your co-conspirators, all the whole mafia, one of you that was peddling drugs in this country, and you rolled on them before so the Fed could give you a deal.
Now you think
All of you, trust me, I have intercessors, prayer warriors around the world, and they will not stop until you are cut off.
Yes.
No, we don't shoot you with guns, but we know exactly how to bring you down in the spirit.
That's right. Come on, man.
It's all done.
That's right.
So, you know what's interesting? I read about Tory Lane's father, but I didn't actually hear or see it.
Hold on, let me take this off here. You said you read about him and his outburst?
Yeah, but I didn't actually get to see it, so that was a first for me.
Oh, that was your first time seeing it. So that young woman beside him, that's Tory Lane's stepmother. That little girl who was so vocal, who shouldn't have been anywhere near that damn courtroom, is his little sister. And all of a sudden, now that he's on fucking trial, did you see him?
Hold on, it cut out. You said that I see him what? Give us 1 minute. I think she cut off. I think we lost her for a second, or for a few seconds.
Can you hear me? Okay. It knocked me out for a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, where did I leave off? His son,
And yeah, you were saying even like the little sister was there in
which
the
they
car.
shouldn't have been.
Mhm.
The son, his so-called son, because we ain't never seen this son before the damn trial started. The Renner son was in the courtroom. I don't know why they're letting these kids in the courtroom, but you won't let the media in their cameras into the courtroom.
Mm.
But that's something that I would have liked to see because they say when the verdict came down, like the whole mood of the court just, it was a big gasp.
Mhm.
And then it was quiet, but then that's when the father went off into the courtroom. So I
Mm.
would have liked to see it, but he's found guilty. According to the law, he's found guilty. We can't change that. He's already been convicted. He just needs to be sentenced. So
Wow. I would think he would be appealing it.
apparently they are going to appeal it.
But that's crazy. I swear that's excessive for somebody who, didn't murder anybody. It's just the fact that you have murderers that's getting less time than what or that faces less time than the amount of time that he's facing, and nobody is even dead. Like, nah.
We also have to take into the account that he's not an American citizen. He's Canadian.
Yeah, that too, but still.
And he
Until
has a
he
record
20 years?
he has a record for having an unregistered gun on him before. Now that's
Mm.
something I should have looked up, his list of charges. But his whole list of charges, the sentence adds up to 20 years or more. So
Mm.
he's in jail right now, awaiting his sentence.
So he didn't even have bail until he can get sentenced.
I heard that they had a slice of turkey, some boxed mashed potatoes, a piece of bread, just the basics for Christmas dinner.
Wow.
Now, I don't see how anybody can eat that shit. I don't cook like that. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But anything else on Tori?
No, nothing else.
Well, when the leprechaun gets sentenced, we'll be back talking about this subject. So, what's next?
So I know you wanted to talk about some of the recent celebrity deaths.
Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and share my screen because I got something. I got something.
Mhm. So I know recently it was what Barbara Walters from The View, and then
Hmm.
also the Pope. And it's crazy because this year the Pope died, but also the Queen too. That's
I want to know
crazy.
the symbolism behind the Pope dying at the end of the year like this.
Mm.
So, I'm pretty sure one of my conspiracy theorist friends are going to upload a video explaining the
Mm-hmm.
numerology of his death and his age and all that good shit. So the
Yeah.
Pope died today. So the Catholic Church has to find another Pope. Will they find a black Pope? I don't know. But either way,
How long is the Pope for a lifetime?
for a lifetime until he dies.
Wow.
And we have Barbara Walters right here. She was, how old was she? Oh, she was 93.
Oh, she lived long.
Yep. She started on the Today Show in 1974. Oh, she was a co-host on 2020. I forgot about that. From 1972 to 2004. Most Fascinating People from 1993 to 2015. She invented The View. Like, we have The View because of Barbara Walters. And it premiered in 1997. I don't even remember that. Like, I remember the early seasons of The View, like with Rosie O'Donnell and shit like that. But 1997, She's won 12 Emmy Awards, 11 of them while at ABC News. She died yesterday at the age of 93. So that's what good plastic surgery gets you. She doesn't even look her age.
Yeah.
Brazilian soccer legend Pele. I'm sorry, I don't know who this is. Like, please forgive me. I've seen his picture on social media, but I don't know who this is. Do you know who this is?
Nope, but I do know that Brazil was big because they just had the World Cup. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but in Jamaica, like with the World Cup, it's like soccer, but they basically put all of the football players. Like if you're from, let's say for example, Brazil, you're here, you're from Argentina, you're playing for Argentina. So they all, if you don't know what the World Cup is, or you do know, and I'm just telling you what you know already. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next
Yeah.
one.
I was
Oh,
asking, do you know what the World Cup is?
no, 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 no. Oh, the
Go
World Cup.
back. He's a Brazil soccer player. He's a soccer player, or that's what
So
I was
he
trying to
was,
tell you.
oh, he was 82.
Yeah, but basically, like, with soccer, it's big right now because is it? Why is it doing that?
Doing
Wait.
what?
So basically, I'm trying to zoom in, and when I try to zoom in, it's like it's pausing the StreamYard. But what?
It's not paused on my end.
Well, it's showing me a pause button.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I've never seen this before. Are you hearing me clear, or am I cutting in and out?
I'm hearing you very clear.
So what the hell is this pause button for? Anyways, StreamYard done did something different. So I was
Mm-hmm.
just trying to zoom in. But with from what I understand, you see it says I was reading this. It says um Brazilian soccer legend Pele made the his World Cup debut in 1958, scoring 3 goals to win against France and scoring 2 more goals to win the final against Sweden. He was only 17 at the time. Yeah, he was a soccer player basically from Brazil. But anyways, I was asking you if you knew what the World Cup was.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the World Cup, and it's also mentioned there, is when all the soccer players from different nationalities, they like say for example, you from Jamaica, I'm from Jamaica, we on the same team because we're Jamaicans, right? But
Mm-hmm.
in reality, like if say for example, if it wasn't World Cup, you from Jamaica, I'm from Jamaica, but I play for this is not even gonna be soccer teams because it's not gonna make sense to you. But you play for the Charlotte Bobcats, right? And I play for the New York Knicks. We normally on like two different teams. You get it? Like
Mm,
we really play for two different teams. But when they do the World Cup, it don't matter which team you on. If you from this country, you gonna play for your country. You get it?
mm.
So they have so when the World Cup is going on, it's a whole bunch of soccer games. But instead of this team against that team, is this country against that country.
Like the
But the
Olympic
World Cup,
soccer.
I guess so. But the World Cup, I think Argentina won this year. I think it was Argentina against France.
I saw that. Now that I saw.
Yeah. So I think this is why this would definitely be trending because of the World Cup literally the just like I want to say December 23rd, they had the last game or somewhere around there, and that's when the person whoever won. But yeah. So he recently passed away. Rest in peace to him. Next next celebrity.
Now this one hurt because I've been watching Real Weddings from the night since I was little, and I've always known who Vivian Westwood is, Oscar de la
Mm,
Renta, Vera Wang. Like my wedding dress has to be from one of these designers. And now Vivian Westwood. So you've seen the Sex in the Movie City, the Sex in the Movie,
Sex
the
in the
Sex and the
City.
City movie, right?
Mhm.
So the first one when Carrie was about to get married
Yeah.
in that big what in that big dress in the big dress,
Yeah.
she designed that.
Mm.
That's Vivian Westwood's work. So rest in peace, Vivian Westwood. Oh, it says it right here. Sarah Jessica Parker wore in the 2008 movie Sex and the City. She was 81. Who else? I don't know who this is, but I should know who this is because I'm a diehard Steelers fan, and I don't know who this is. Do you pay attention to football?
I'm not a big fan of it, but I know does I've heard of the Steelers. So he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1972. That's crazy. That's the year my mama was
Never
born.
mind, Siri.
There's nothing to cancel.
Bitch, everybody asks you shit. Fucking Siri. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You said never mind Siri, and she's like, there's nothing to cancel. Ha! Very smart ass. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy because basically it says that he started with the Steelers in 1972, which was the year my mama was born. And then it says that in 1990, which was the year I was born, he was put on the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I wonder how much he got paid back in the day. Oh, this dude.
Oh, yeah, girl. I used to watch the Ellen DeGeneres show a lot.
I did too,
Now,
but I don't remember him. I remember
now,
Tony.
Twitch, now this stuff like this just don't sit right with me because I'm sure people really do commit suicide, but I'm like, it's like, was it really suicide? That's how I be feeling. Like, cause they posted a video that he had posted with his wife and kids the day before, and he just looks so happy.
Hmm. Hold on.
He had looked so happy.
Of
So,
course, with the celebrity death, people are gonna try to make it seem like there's some type of conspiracy, but I don't know him. I literally have never heard of him before. I don't know what the conspiracy is because, like, I don't know. It seemed like everybody else knew him except me. So,
who's Twitch?
yeah,
You didn't watch the Ellen DeGeneres show?
I did. But when her DJ Tony was on there,
Mm,
I guess that was when she first started. And now her show is canceled, though.
yeah.
Next, this. Oh my God, bitch.
Christy Allen? Wow.
The Look
Oh,
Who's Talking movies. Look
yeah,
Who's
I've heard about
Talking.
that.
She was on. She was on Cheers. Making the world in the world today. It takes everything you've got.
Mm-hmm.
Getting along with all your worries sure could mean a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to get away? Sometimes you got to go where somebody knows your name. Da-da-da-da. That was her show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, damn, Christy Alley, and she just and she's I'm gonna send you a link to this movie called Drop Dead Gorgeous. I'm gonna say it's on huh.
I said I've heard of that before.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you the link because they put it, they be putting the free movies on YouTube. But oh my God, she was so good in that damn movie, and it is hilarious. Damn, where's the full movie? They got the full movie on YouTube somewhere. Where's the movie? I was watching it not too long ago. Where is it? Damn, fuck. Not Drop Dead Diva. Drop Dead Gorgeous. Oh
That's what you
no.
said.
No, because when I searched it brought up something else. But yeah, rest in peace, Christy
Oh,
Alley. Because like Christy Alley, like that's my childhood. That's a lot of people's childhood. From Cheers
yeah.
to Look Who's Talking. Damn.
Girl, all of this is just a reminder of how old we're getting, like for real, for real.
Yes. Even like Sesame Street. Like what the fuck?
Wow, Bob, he was 90 years old.
So he founded
Listen,
the cast of Sesame Street.
We getting old.
Bob, his tenor voice filled airwaves and concert halls. He died. Did he play a character? I don't know if he played a character or not, but it doesn't say. I don't know who this person is. I'm sorry. Who the fuck is this? Oh, wait. I do know who this is. She was in Fleetwood Mac. Okay, so you don't know who Fleetwood Mac is.
Nope.
You don't know who Stevie Nicks is.
No.
Oh my god! Oh,
First of all, I would have to see a picture with the face. That's the only way I would know, but I don't know who that is.
okay. So if you watch American Horror Story, Coven, then you'll see like Stevie Nicks. But this person right here, she was in Fleetwood Mac also, and she sings the background of one of my favorite songs with Fleetwood Mac. If I live to see the seven wonders, I'll make a path to the rainbows, and I never live to match the beauty again. I forgot, but oh my god. So yeah. But yeah. So who else? Oh my god. When you come back up, we gotta talk about Irene Cara. Because I know you're muted. She's muted on me.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here. I'm here. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, first Nick came and told me something, and then my leg, I was moving a certain way and I caught a cramp. You ever catch cramps in your legs?
Of course.
Girl, they be horrible. Like I'm over here trying to bang it out.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go eat a bananas. I don't even got bananas here. Okay, I'm ready. Let's get back
Girl,
to it.
this next one. This because she was in
Yeah.
the Next Generation. She played Alex Haley's mother, his birth mother. And then she was in Fame. She's known for Fame. Do you know who this is?
No.
Fame. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. Fame?
Never heard of it. It
Oh my
it
god.
sounds familiar when you were singing it.
Yes, girl. Just go back and just listen to the song. Just or at least look it up. And then she was in another movie with Diane Carroll and Rosalind Cash called Sister Sister. It's such a good movie. But yeah, she's a musical legend also. She worked a lot with what's her name? Is she produced on the Different World? Is it Debbie? Not Debbie Reynolds. What's her name? Felicia Rashad's sister. Damn. But yeah, just our legends are gone. Our legends. I don't know who the fuck this is. Days of Our Lives? No. I don't know who this is. You know who this is?
Let me see.
Because I didn't watch Days of Our Lives. I watched Young and Restless.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yep, let's skip him. Gallagher died?
Only only Gallagher I know is the Gallagher's from Shameless.
No, this is the guy he used to be on TV smashing the watermelon with the sledgehammer.
Girl, Gallagher. That's crazy. Because you know Shameless, right?
I've seen the show. Not I've seen it like on TV. I just never took time to watch it.
Yeah, Shameless is ridiculously crazy. It has a lot of seasons. I ain't
Uh,
never finished watching it.
it kind of gives me like Breaking Bad vibes because my nephew he loves that damn show and he just finished watching it again. So
I didn't watch Breaking Bad, but Shameless is like a family that's just batshit crazy. Like the mom, she's in and out and on drugs, and then the father, he's just an alcoholic, but he's around, but he's just like an alcoholic that's around. Just it's crazy. The kids are just bad as shit, but they stick together. It's an interesting show.
huh.
Interesting show. But that's the only Gallagher I know.
Who the fuck is this? Yes. Girl, Aaron fucking Carter.
Wow, yeah, that's
Aaron
crazy.
fucking Carter.
He was young too.
He's our age. Well, he's my age. I'm a year older than you, but he's a year older than me. Okay,
Hmm.
so you already know that I'm a Backstreet Boys fan. I'm a fan of the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
So his brother, Nick Carter, his brother's Nick Carter.
Nick Carter.
Nick Carter from the Backstreet
Nick,
Boys.
of course.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Right, there's Nicks in your house.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, listen, that name is too common.
So
Too common.
his older brother's Nick Carter, but of course he was a child star. And what I'm gonna do is, hold on, the boy band. So the Backstreet Boys were started um, from a guy named the Boy Band Con. It was started from the group was started from a guy named Lou Pearlman. So Lou Pearlman started Jive. No, he did. Did he start Jive Records? No, he started Transcontinental Records, which brought on the Backstreet Boys. So the Backstreet Boys was his first project, and then on the same label, he founded NSYNC. So do you remember growing up? It was a debate, with like who's better, the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC.
Mhm.
They were on the same label and they were started by the same person, Lou Pearlman. So
Mhm.
what Lou Pearlman did was, and this is how he ended up getting sued, and they didn't want him to be their manager no more. He made himself 1/6 of the group. So it's 5 people in each group, the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. He made himself an extra member, and he was paying himself like he was an extra member.
Wow.
So he was basically just taking all of their money. So
Mm-mm.
that's how he ended up getting sued. But before then, also, he started managing Aaron Carter, which is from the Backstreet Boys, Nick Carter's little brother. That's how Aaron Carter got his start because of, his brother and Lou Pearlman. So,
Mhm.
but Aaron Carter, actually, I'm going to send you the link. And if y'all haven't seen it, it's this movie right here called, uh, let me send you the link first. It's just a really good movie to watch.
Okay.
Wait for that to load. Yep, the Boy Band Con, the Lou Pearlman story. It's a YouTube original. Um, but yeah. It breaks down like everything that happened with the group and all the other groups, and um, it'll show you what happened to Aaron Carter per se, because you know how like these child stars are, these child music stars, and once they were on the Disney Channel, they're like so fucked up. Girl, speaking of the Disney Channel and Aaron Carter, because they were all together. Orlando Brown. So you remember Orlando Brown, right?
Yeah, it's
From,
crazy ass.
yeah, from that. So he was from that.
Yes.
Yes,
He
he was.
was trending. It was something that recently was trending with him. What he said? Something gay,
I don't care nothing about nothing. But
something sweet.
oh, crap.
I don't know what to say without sounding too crazy, but he said something like, kind of like fruity, if you know what I mean. It was
Um, he said, "Look, Bow Wow got the best pussy."
something. Yeah, but yeah, Orlando
He said, "Look,
Brown.
Bow Wow got the best pussy," and he said that him and Nick Cannon, Dick Cannon. He said him and Nick Cannon they were fucking, but to tell you the truth, I can't really count him out as being credible, non-credible, because we don't know what the fuck he's seen in this damn industry.
Hmm.
It's so sad. So him and Aaron Carter, they go hand in hand. I'm just waiting to hear the news, with Orlando Brown because apparently wasn't he was Nick Aaron Carter was he found face down in a pool or some shit?
Oh, I don't know, but they did say it was a drug overdose, though, right?
The drug overdose, and then that's where the drowning comes from. But a lot of people ask, how the hell do you drown in your bathtub? Well, you just overdose on some drugs.
Yeah.
Put your face underwater and boom, you're dead.
Off. Well, I would say or fall asleep. But some people fall asleep driving, which is crazy to me, but it happens, right? So I wouldn't be. But I'm feeling like if you, I don't know, if you fall asleep in a tub, it's possible to drown because some people are deep sleepers and they probably could start thinking that they in their dream and something is going on instead of waking up. Because I know some people that's hard to wake up, but I am one of those people.
That's crazy. So rest in peace, Aaron Carter. I oh shit. I want candy, girl. I remember when he had fucking Lindsay Lohan and Hillary Duff fighting over his ass. All them little
Hmm.
white girls was fighting over this nigga. But anyway,
Everybody loves
take
Nick.
off. I forgot about Takeoff.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole
That,
conspiracy with his death too.
yeah.
Take off,
Take off.
take off. Whipping the brick. Hey, whipping the brick. Mm,
Yeah, that was crazy though.
mm,
1/3 of the Migos.
no.
It's
Don't.
Offset, Takeoff, and who else? It's a third one, right?
Offset, check off. It was up there.
And it's another one, right? It's a third one. Hmm. Hmm.
Offset, check off.
Let
Um,
me go.
he was dating Sweetie, the other one.
Quavo. That's crazy. I had to go look it up, and now that I said it, I'm like Quavo. I actually used to listen to Quavo because he had a song or two with Nicki Minaj
Mhm.
that I used to like. Cause I love me some Nicki. I love me some Nicki. I love me some Nick too, right? Right, Nick? Right, Nick
Um,
Ritchie?
and
I
this
love
little
me
guy
some.
right here, he was on American Story coming. So I keep telling you to watch American Horror
The
Story
American
coming.
Horror Story, girl. Anything with horror in it, it's a no for me.
Gosh, it's not that scary. Just
When I was on a plane, that I met this lady, this Jamaican lady, but she lives in California, and we were just talking about everything. And she told me to watch The Invitation. So we on a plane, and I started watching it. It was good, but I can't finish it because it's a little scary. I was watching whatever I watched on the plane. You ever watched The Invitation?
I don't hear you no more.
You can't hear me? Hold on. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Uh huh.
You said you can't hear me?
I can.
Oh, I thought you couldn't hear me. But I was asking, did you watch The Invitation?
No.
It's on Netflix.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it. I did see it on Netflix, but I'll go back and watch it.
I didn't watch it. I didn't finish watching it. I started watching it. It's good, but it's a little scary. I think you'll like it.
This is another 90s fucking legend. So you remember Beauty and the Beast?
Mhm.
The little teapot?
Yeah.
That's her, Angela Lansbury.
Mm.
She also played what was her character in Murder She Wrote? Was it Angela Lansbury? So you remember Murder She Wrote, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, just one of the most iconic shows in the 90s. So rest
Mhm.
in peace, Angela Lansbury.
Dang, but look, they all 90. Like,
Loretta
we're
Lynn
getting
died.
old.
Exactly. This is how old we're getting. Loretta Lynn is dead. I'm just a coal miner's daughter. You've never seen Coal Miner's Daughter?
Mm-mm.
With Cece Spacek? Oh my God, girl, you be missing out.
You
Oh,
know what it is? Because you have to keep in mind that I grew up in Brooklyn where it was like a little Jamaica. Like if you start talking about those things, I could be able to be like, yeah, with these things, it's not to say like, no, I never heard of it, never came across it. But it's like I can't put the name to and the face together. You get it? It's like I could hear the name and I gotta see the face. I could see the face and I gotta hear the name. Or I would have to hear a snippet of it or see a snippet of it to be like, oh yeah, I remember that. But it wasn't like, oh yeah, I was following it or
mhm.
trending or watching it. I was such a well, growing up in New York, you mostly gonna know about all the dance hall drama, not the American dramas. But it'd be some stuff that's like really, really popular that I definitely been like, oh yeah.
But rest in peace, Loretta Lynn. She had a lot of good songs.
Mm,
Julio, bruh, this nigga died with literally two plaques in his head. Have you seen
wow.
Julio's head?
Mhm. That's the thing. Like some people, when you get older, your hair starts like some people will just let whatever hair fall out, and whatever stays, stays.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
It's no, I was talking about with hair. Like some people just let their hair fall out. Like, cause you was basically,
Did he should have went ahead and cut that shit because his head,
yeah.
his head looked like two fucking antennas. Damn. You
They
know
said
the
he wrote the
antennas that stick it on top of the TV?
hmm
That's exactly what he looked like.
They said he wrote the theme music show for Kenan and Kel.
He did.
Mm.
Damn. Rest in peace, Coolio. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Uh, oh yeah, I don't know who this is. 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 Here she
Hold on
is, Queen Elizabeth II.
a second. Bless your book.
Mm. Huh.
So she was the queen for 70 years.
Yeah, I think she's the longest running person to run the kingdom. Huh.
I'm gonna read this, okay?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It says Queen Elizabeth II's 70-year reign is the longest in the history of the British monarchy. She ascended to the throne in 1952 at the age of 25. Queen Elizabeth has overseen 15 prime ministers in England and has met with 13 of the last 14 U.S. presidents. She married Prince Philip in 1947. They were married for 73 years until his death in 2021. Overseeing turbulence in both the royal family and the world at large, including two world wars, the Queen has served as a stable leader, devoting to her life of public service for her country. Queen Elizabeth II died on September 8th at the age of 96. It's interesting because, like, what made her the queen? The other queen dying? Because I'm noticing that it wasn't because she got married, because they said she got married uh, 73 years, unless they're just rounding it up. Well, unless they're using the exact, because you see how it says she was queen for 70 years, but then it says she married Prince Philip in 1947 and they were married for 73 years. So what I'm trying to figure out is when she got married to Prince Philip, is that what made her go from, like, a princess to a queen? Or did the other queen have to die for her to become the queen? I'm confused.
Me too, but
Yeah. I'm
that's
gonna do
sad.
some research on the side about that, but rest in peace to her. Bernard Shaw. He was a news anchor.
I have no idea. Oh, this was weird. Did you see the video of Anne Heche when she got out of that car? With the ambulance when she got out to the car?
Mm-mm.
Anne Heche. Olivia Newton-John. So you've seen Grease, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Sandy.
Mm.
But yeah.
I don't know who
Those
that
connect.
is. Michelle Nichols.
Oh yeah,
Wow,
she was on Star Trek.
that's
She's
crazy.
like one of the first black Trekkies.
Yeah, but they said she was 89. Wow.
hmm I guess they went to somewhere else to like hide out or something. Oh well, I'm sorry. What happened?
Me, I didn't say anything.
Oh my bad. Well, let me skip. 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 I didn't know he passed. No.
Wow.
He was in good. He was like in all the mob stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He
Law
was
and
in
Order. That's crazy. Mm-mm.
Damn, who else died and I didn't know about it? Ivana Trump. This is Donald Trump's ex-wife.
Wait, what? She
This is
died?
yeah.
What?
Come on.
I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Wait. No. That's crazy. I know Melania's. That's the new wife.
He was on The Sopranos. I didn't know he died too.
Mm. Yeah, they she had a lot of celebrity deaths.
I don't know who this is.
Law and Order. Dang, Law and Order took a couple of L's this year. They said this one she was from Law and Order too.
And Yoda, damn. Oops, I'm sorry. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is.
How long is this list? Who?
Girl, so many people fucking died this year.
I know that's crazy. Estelle Harris. Wow. Seinfeld.
Who else is on here that I recognize? Oops, I'm sorry. Who else is on here?
Betty Davis.
Oh, so you know who Betty Davis is?
Mhm. I'm just looking. Wow, she was young and pretty. Oh, that was Miss USA. I didn't even.
Yeah.
That was. That was the one who. I think she also. They said she committed suicide.
Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Oh wait, Meatloaf. Have you ever heard of
Yeah.
Meatloaf? So you never see Rocky Horror Picture Show?
You, wait, you said if I never seen what?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No.
Okay, never mind. Let me go ahead and skip.
Don't forget we gotta cover Blueface and Krishan too,
Let's go. Yeah,
which which is a lot.
let's cover them niggas now.
All right, wait. Before we go on, just rest in peace to all the celebrities that we lost this year. Unfortunately, this year was crazy. It was definitely a lot of deaths. Definitely. All right, guys, we are gonna go on to the madness.
This bullshit
Blueface
right here.
and Krishan. They
Mm-mm. You bet. I added you. You back?
Oh, okay, I'm back on. Oh,
Mhm.
my bad. I don't even know how to work this, but yeah. You was gonna play something? Oh, this is the video, right?
Oh yeah. Well, this is a picture, but I do have the video.
Oh, I thought it because you know how it says relationship timeline. I thought it was gonna be a video that you was gonna play. Well, I don't get it. Where is like her two? I'm sorry. Like I pray. Let me just be quiet. But I just pray I keep all my teeth because I don't even know. Like, how did she lose her tooth? Do you know?
She's fighting some girl. He was trying to do like a bad girls club, but it was like a blue girls club. So he let a whole bunch of females in his house and let them fight.
Wow. Speaking of that, because I know you said you wanted to talk about Shanquilla, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Shanquilla Robertson, am I saying it right?
You want her to
Shan,
be last?
huh?
You want her to be last?
No, the thing about it was that I was just saying, don't forget that we want to touch base. Like before we even go into Blueface, we could. Well, I don't know how much information or how much you wanted to cover, but you see how you mentioned that they let them fight, those females fight. They'll
Uh-huh.
normally make them get drunk and then let them fight. That
Mhm.
was what, to me, that was what it looks like was happening with the Shanquilla Robinson situation. But I don't think she wanted to fight.
No,
You
she didn't
know,
like.
I don't think she wanted to fight, and that's why it was messed up. But it is a lot. Like I personally, I'm not getting drunk and fighting nobody. Sorry, I'll get mad and fight somebody, but I'm not gonna be drunk and fighting you just for the fucks of it. No, I'm not gonna do that. But girls do that. Like girls
Bitches
really
do
do
that.
that.
Bitches
And,
do that.
and people pull out their phones and they record because they think it's cute and funny. And I'm not gonna sit there and fight nobody. And even if I saw people doing that, I'm not recording nothing. I don't even want to see that. Like, what's the point? Like, what do you get out of watching people fight? So that's how she lost her tooth, huh?
Okay, let me play something.
Is that how she lost her tooth? You said?
What, fighting?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
drunk fighting with the girls. Or
These days, everybody is looking.
okay.
Hold on. Can you hear?
Nope. If you was
Okay.
playing something, I didn't hear.
Okay, let me go and
Blueface's music career is at an all-time low. You only ever hear about.
I was hearing it, but it went away. How come I can't see us? Normally I see us at the top, on the side when you got something that you're sharing. And I can't hear either. Hold on, I'm a message. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, I'll just give us a minute. I just sent Peaches a message to see what's going on because unfortunately I can't hear her or her audio right now. So y'all could go take your nice little bathroom break, go get you a nice drink, go take you a smoke break, do what you gotta do. So you hit the unmute button so you could talk to the people. Say Happy New Year, everybody. Say good night and Happy New Year. Mm-hmm. Are you back?
People involved. You haven't seen your own paperwork? Nah, I seen it, but Wax showed me. I ain't see the.
Are you back? Cause
No.
It's very clear from this interview that Blueface does not know the details of his record deal. He didn't realize that he was signed to 4 record labels at once. He knows he's signed to Cash Money West, which is a division or imprint of Cash Money Records, founded in 2018 by Birdman and Wack 100. But Cash Money Records is distributed by Republic Records, which is owned by Universal Music Group. Now, there are plenty of successful artists who are signed to multiple labels. However, there is no debate that when your money is being split up 4 times before you get it, it's going to be much harder to make profit. The obvious piece of advice is that you should never sign a contract that you didn't read or you don't understand. But it's much more complicated than that. Signing a bad deal might actually be a good strategy for some artists. Blueface signed his deal in 2018 thanks to the success of his breakout single, Respect My Crippin'. The music video dropped on World Star Hip Hop, and Blueface became a viral meme with his offbeat rapping, high-pitched voice, and silly lyrics.
People say I rap off beat. I say I just rap to a different rhythm of the beat, and it just makes it sound, that much different. So I think that's really what it is. They just don't know it yet, but I just let them know.
At first, it seemed like everyone was making fun of him, but a lot of people, including myself, listened to his music as a guilty pleasure. The controversial virality had listeners diving into his back catalog. Record labels were all eager to sign Blueface, and in December of 2018, he ended up with Cash Money West. So why was signing this bad deal potentially a good thing for Blueface? Well, his label knew that his older song, Tatiana, had way more potential than Respect My Crippin'. The label would connect him to popular West Coast rapper YG for a remix, as well as a lyrical Lemonade video. Then they pumped it out to radio stations all over the country, which led to his first Billboard Hot 100 entry. To keep momentum, they got Cardi B on another remix with another lyrical Lemonade video, which was the first time Cole Bennett made 2 videos to the same song. Without the label, Blueface would most likely not have gotten those big features, those music videos, or all the radio play which kept Tatiana on the Billboard Hot 100 for 20 weeks. Then he secured a spot as a XXL freshman in 2019. This high-profile publication co-signs 6 to 10 artists as being next up in the music industry. They typically only pick artists who are signed to major labels. By mid-2019, Blueface was a household name in the rap world. Now that he had the fame, all he needed to do was grind to gain more leverage, escape his record deal, and make millions. However, we now know that Blueface did not have an escape plan, because this was his peak. After 2019, he made a key choice that would start his slow demise. His debut studio album would only sell 12,000 units in its first week. Find the Beat, released in March of 2020, and despite features from Lil Baby, Gunna, Polo G, NLE Choppa, and DaBaby, it still flopped. Instead of grinding harder to make music to resonate with fans, he changed his focus to something else: OnlyFans. While on set filming a music video for a song off the album, some dancers Blueface had hired began fighting in his house, which sparked the idea for Blue Girls Club, a makeshift OnlyFans reality show where he invites girls into his home and films their every move. For a monthly subscription of $50, more than triple the standard Netflix fee, viewers could watch these women repeatedly fight and party all night long, while Blueface pockets all the cash and the girls get paid in the form of clout. As you could guess, the show was a total disaster from the start. The very first episode started like this.
Damn, y'all late. They already fighting.
Insider was able to speak with 5 women involved in the show, in which they claimed exposure and connections within the industries they were interested in didn't always materialize. Instead, they said they encountered a turbulent environment in which they were exposed to near constant conflict without pay or medical or psychological professionals. One contestant broke her leg within the first 3 days of filming, while another girl even said she was assaulted 8 times, but also admitted she doesn't regret it since she gained 54,000 followers on Instagram. It's estimated that Blueface was making between $100,000 to $200,000 per month from the 4,000 subscribers to his show. Considering he wasn't paying the women, and the quality of the production was around the same as a typical YouTube vlog, it's safe to assume his profit margins were high, and he was likely making way more money on this than he ever did from music. Since he was focused on the show, the music he was releasing was lackluster. Aside from his feature on DDG's track Moonwalking in Calabasas, Blueface's music was falling on deaf ears. However, in 2020, he did meet his now girlfriend, Krishan Rock, who was among the 10 women casted for Blue Girls Club, and is now the reason why Blueface is constantly in the news. Krishan Rock is one of 12 siblings. She grew up on the rough streets of Baltimore, Maryland, and survived a very abusive and toxic childhood. She was a gifted track and field athlete throughout high school and was on pace to go to a D1 college. Also during this time, she was building a decent-sized Instagram following. She went to a 2-year university in California and was taking track and field seriously, but knew she longed to be famous, to relish in the glamorous Hollywood life. Ultimately, she dropped out of school when she was scouted for a show called Ultimate Tag.
I'm the youngest in the competition. I've been through more than most. It was a struggle growing up, and I was even homeless. Athletics saved me. It was like an outlet for me to put all my stress, all my pain on the track. I want to win Ultimate Tag and put myself through college, and I'm going to win tonight.
She won the game show, which earned her $10,000, and she was able to live off that for a little before submitting her audition tape to be on Blueface's reality show. Krishan quickly became the star of Blue Girls Club, basically because she was willing to fight anyone. She even lost her front tooth during a fight in the house. She started doing interviews and getting her IG followers up. At first, Blueface and Krishan weren't a couple. They just had a working relationship. He even signed her to help her music career.
Talk to us about what you saw in Rock that made you want to get behind her, start a movement, support her as an artist, etc.
I just saw all the star qualities in her that I once had. I wasn't always like musically the best, but I was a star, so for sure she's a star.
So does that mean Rock's money is being split up 6 ways now? Never mind. After she released a few songs, Blueface took her onto Adin Ross's stream for some extra promotion, but it did not go well. Blueface and Krishan come onto Adin's stream and immediately start making fun of him. At first, it's just harmless jokes, and Adin goes along with it, but then they push him to the background, grab his speaker, and start blasting Krishan's newest song. Blueface demands Adin to dance. Adin went along with the jokes because he knew it would be funny. However, he had about 250,000 live viewers, and Krishan was getting all this free promotion while being extremely rude. Adin's viewers did not like seeing him getting bullied on his own stream.
Who you be talking to?
Okay, all right.
You know, you be like low-key disrespectful while trying.
Wait, what?
I know it sounds silly, but Krishan and Blueface being rude to Adin genuinely impacted their reputation to the youth. Adin has one of the most loyal followings on the internet. Whoever is cool with Adin, his followers also support heavily. They had the opportunity to gain potentially hundreds of thousands of new supporters, but instead they tried to act all cool, which led to all of his followers despising both of them. Despite this, fans thought Blueface was making a comeback with his music. His verse on Better Days is probably the best verse he has ever made. Blueface has the potential to make such good music, and this right here is an example, along with another song with DDG called BGC. It seemed like Blueface had a creative spark. Instead of continuing the music grind, he decided to do a TikToker boxing event. Many people questioned why a famous rapper and self-admitted gang member would fight a TikToker. For money? Or maybe he genuinely wanted to challenge himself? He won the fight. He was allegedly only paid $25,000, but I can't imagine him doing this event for that small of a paycheck. Then again, when your music money is getting split 5 ways and it's underperforming, $25K might be a good payday. He even started his own restaurant, Blues Fish and Soul, which had mostly positive reviews. It became an affordable soul food spot in LA and stayed open for over a year. Today, Google says it is temporarily closed, so I don't really know how successful that was, but at this point it seems clear that Blueface is not just a rapper. He isn't working on albums or trying to make a musical legacy. He is casually putting out singles to maintain his celebrity lifestyle. Blue Girls Club returns, and this time it gets crazier. More fights and more chaos. A clip of the girls sleeping on bunk beds and living in dirty conditions went viral. He was also saying that the girls had to get tattoos of him or else they had to go home. People were accusing him of starting a cult. Now we know they weren't being held against their will. They wanted to be there for the fame and notoriety. An Instagram Live went viral where Blue's manager Whack 100 tried to kick Krishan out of the house for her bad hygiene and bad attitude. In this fiasco, we learned that Blueface allegedly dropped Krishan and was not helping her music career. People were confused because they thought Blue and Krishan were on good terms. They seemed to be very close. A few weeks later, the mother of Blue's firstborn son announced that she was pregnant again, so he was expecting another child. Tendency to post every facet of their relationship on social media. Any bitch in my life is obligated to submit to me. That is the text message that Blueface sent to Krishan. She posted this long back and forth feed of text where Blue is trying to break her down. Then when she says she is done and doesn't care anymore, he says, "I love you and I miss you." People saw the clear manipulation tactics. 1 month later, Rock got intoxicated, broke into his house, and passed out in the bathtub. She took to Instagram Live and Krishan stated that part of the reason for her behavior is that she loves Blueface for, quote, taking her out the hood. A week after that, she stole his Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon and tried to drive it across the country. But before leaving the house, she left a message on the wall, "I love Blue. Look closely. See what that's written in? I'll give you a hint. It's not ketchup." She actually got arrested for this situation, but it didn't lead to any major charges. Surely anyone at this point would realize these two should not be together. Instead, they decided to make their relationship official. In celebration, Krishan got a tattoo of Blue's name, Jonathan, right above her area. A couple months later, she got his whole face tattooed on her neck. They have both clearly showed that they have some sort of dependency on each other, but it is disproportionately affecting Krishan.
So, how many Blueface tattoos do you have?
I got 5. One on my face, one on my neck that say Jonathan Jamal Porter, one on my that say Jonathan, one on my hand that say Jonathan.
Now, she is a grown woman who is capable of making her own decisions, but Blueface is also proven to antagonize her. He is constantly putting a camera in her face. He knows how to push her buttons and does it for the entertainment of his Instagram following.
Just a fighting. All your life, you had to fight. Huh?
He stopped.
He loves Harpo, but you killed him dead before you let him beat you.
Some people think he is trying to document her behavior for his own protection in case things get bad, because things were about to get really bad. A clip goes viral of Krishan beating up Blueface's sister. Allegedly, Blueface hit his own mother, left her bruised up, and his sister Callie showed up with her husband to defend her mom. When Callie got there looking for a fight, apparently 7 of Blue's friends jumped Callie and her husband. But the video clip that went viral cut all of that first part out, and they only showed a little scrap between Krishan and her.
She got beat the fuck up. He got beat the fuck up for you.
If you treat your mom bad, you'll treat anyone bad. Nothing about this situation is normal, but most people thought that if Blueface would be willing to fight his own family or let other people fight his family, then Krishan was not going to get special treatment. And they were right. Shortly after, Krishan and Blueface got into an altercation in public, which involved both of them throwing punches at each other. Krishan swung on Blueface first, and he was defending himself. This is the first time anyone had seen them physically assaulting each other, and it wouldn't be the last time. Just a few weeks later, another fight outside of a nightclub. We have reason to believe Blue started this one as he pulled her hair in the beginning of the clip, but Krishan is the one who ended up getting arrested.
But you're not going to get into any sort of like physical blues again? All right. All right. Here first, bro.
Yeah,
At this point, it seems like Blueface's music career is officially done. Sometimes we assume that because someone has a successful music career, that's what they want to do for the rest of their lives. The ironic thing is, people are starting to realize that Krishan is the one maintaining Blueface's relevance. The narrative is starting to shift. People stop looking at Krishan as the crazy girlfriend and start looking at Blueface as the manipulator. They are rooting for her. At the same time, people start looking at Blue's mom, Clarissa, as an instigator as well, because she is constantly going on Instagram Live, bringing up drama, and trying to get her own clout from her son's drama. Blueface is a grown man, and it's obvious that she wants to insert herself into his relationship for her own benefit.
But I want to get on here and ask Mr. Blueface, where's your family? Where are the people you started with? Where's Bravo? Where's Earl? Where are the people that were on your team when you started?
So how does this end? With a reality TV show, of course. Crazy in Love was just announced, along with Krishan getting another neck tattoo of Blueface. It's really hard to tell how much of this is real and how much of this is all for shock value entertainment. We all agree this is not healthy or normal, but they have an incentive to keep up this toxic lifestyle because they are making money from it. I want to feel bad for them. I want to think that Blueface is going to focus on music one day again, but I think this is exactly where they all want to be. Blueface's music.
Still there?
I'm still here.
I know that
So
was
basically, I heard the majority of it, but I do know because I messaged you. I don't know if you saw it, but in the beginning, I wasn't able to hear. But I
yeah.
did hear them.
I had everybody on mute, and I turned back. I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
But yeah, but their situation is so crazy, and I don't. To me, I honestly am starting to think that like Blueface, if his main thing is the money, because he was never like a lit artist like that anyway, he's gonna go where the money is. And clearly the OnlyFans and the drama, like drama sells, sex sells. Those are two things that sells. So if you don't got lyrics like that, but you could cause some crazy drama, that's gonna be trending on Instagram when everybody wake up the next day. Listen. But yeah,
I
but
really like Krishan's music. I'm actually a fan of her
yeah,
music.
she is a nice, and I think because she's so talented, I feel like that's probably why Blueface is keeping her under his wing. Because most men wouldn't be dealing with that. Honestly, I can't say most men, because some men they just be addicted to the poom poom or however you would want to call it. Because I don't get how they can have so many physical altercations and it's like it's not even like it's just the two of them. The whole world is seeing them. And she got multiple tattoos of him and she keeps making a fool of herself for him. But he also keeps taking her back. And she keeps taking him back.
Even with he just posted a picture of him and his baby mama and his son, his new son. So like he'll be like, "Hey, I'm going to such and such house, or I'm going out of town to do this, this, and that," but he'll be with another bitch. And his mom, the baby mama, she stays doing interviews talking shit about the both of them. So it's just messy. And then Krishan, she posted their sex tape. Have you seen their sex tape?
No.
Don't see it. Don't look at it. When I see that little girl, she got oatmeal coming out of her butt. No.
Oh heck no, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, so that's not a vibe. That's not a vibe all the time.
But they was trending a lot this year. They crazy as hell. Like they could be a really good couple, but they got a lot of drama and they toxic and all that.
But anything else before Shanquella Robinson?
No.
Okay, so let me go ahead and put this on there.
Person that she was. It's all I got. Memories. This photo, my child.
Those memories.
These certain pictures make you cry.
These portraits.
It's good memories.
Are what Shanquella Robinson's parents hold close to their heart.
She's on my mind. First thing I wake up in the morning, the first thought that's in my mind is her, Shanquella.
She was a beautiful person on the outside, and she was a very beautiful person in the inside. She just had a beautiful spirit.
Shanquella's life and legacy now shaped by her final moments. A brutal beating shared on social media. A vicious death while on vacation with friends.
The growing mysteries surrounding the death of an American tourist.
Just one day into that vacation, she turned up dead.
The FBI has now opened an investigation.
I'm raising awareness for Shanquella Robinson.
A horrifying story gripping the country. Cries for justice spreading online.
Shanquella needs justice.
And now Mexican authorities charging an unnamed U.S. citizen with murder, one of Shanquilla's acquaintances. But still, the family left wondering what happened, who did it, and why.
The further mystery of this case is that the people that she was with when she died, they let leave Mexico.
I thank God for the 25 years that she were here with me, you know. But I hate to see my child leave here like that, you know. That was a terrible way for her to die.
What were her hopes and dreams? What were her plans for herself?
Well, she always said she wanted to have a successful business. You know, that's all she pretty much talked about. And she could do anything.
Yeah.
Anything that she said her mind to do.
That drive fulfilling her other passion, travel. Miami, Vegas, Jamaica. And in October, she was heading to San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, a seaside escape with 6 others.
She was very excited about it. She called me and I said, well, okay, enjoy yourself. And I'll call you by the time I think you've gotten there. That Friday evening, she seemed very excited about the trip, you know. And she said she was getting ready to eat some tacos. They had a chef there. And I said, okay, love you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. And I never spoke with my child again.
Not even 24 hours after her daughter landed in paradise, Salamandra says she got a worrying call from one of the friends who told her Shanquilla wasn't feeling well.
And I said, well, what's wrong with her? And he said, alcohol poisoning. I didn't know what alcohol poisoning was, you know. But he said, the doctor is on the way. And I said, well, how you know alcohol poisoning if the doctor haven't arrived yet?
According to the police report, the doctor recommended that Shanquilla be taken to the hospital, but the friends allegedly refused.
And I said, well, why you can't take her to the hospital? You know, take her to the hospital. And he said, well, they say you have to have cash money. I said, well, she has insurance. And he said, well, she need about $5,000 to be seen in the emergency room.
Soon after, another series of calls. Salamandra was told an ambulance had arrived, but it was too late.
They said that she was responsible and the ambulance was trying to resuscitate her. He said he was sorry that Shanquilla had passed.
He said it just like that?
Just like that. He wasn't even emotionally upset or nothing about it. And I say, well, you know, it was nothing I could do. It's just my heart just crumbled, you know, because I couldn't even get to my child. She 2,000 miles away.
Local Mexican authorities later releasing the police report stating the cause of death as cardiac arrest. Salamandra says days later, the friends returned to the States after their vacation. But as the family grieved, Salamandra says she received a disturbing call.
I got a call from somebody, I didn't even know who it was. And they said that they was over there fighting that girl. And that's the way they left it, just like that.
So someone just called you, said that, and then hung up?
And hung up. Say they was over there fighting. I don't know why they keep talking about alcohol poisoning.
Salamandra telling us she confronted the friends about that call when they visited her at home in Charlotte, North Carolina.
They was crying and say they never had a fight. They even sit here and say they was picking out what they was wearing to the funeral. They sit down here and we was talking about what colors we was gonna wear and what we was gonna do. And they sit here and say, pick out what they was wearing to the funeral.
As Shanquilla's family was making plans for her funeral, they received bombshell news contradicting everything they'd been told by the so-called friends and the police report.
When they called me and the autopsy came back, it all made sense.
According to the death certificate from Mexico, the 25-year-old died from a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, a dislocated neck. There was no mention of alcohol or cardiac arrest, and the approximate time of death was at 3 p.m., just 15 minutes after the injuries.
What went through your mind when you heard that?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. You know, we just got sick on the stomach.
Salamandra again says she confronted one of the friends who lived nearby.
They say Shanquilla didn't die from no alcohol poisoning. They say she had been beating her neck. He broke out in a sweat and he came out of his shirt. He was sweating so bad. It's like it was eating him up.
But soon, another punch in the gut. Graphic cell phone footage leaked online appearing to show Shanquilla naked, physically assaulted by another woman, while others appeared to watch on, even encourage it.
Quilla, can you at least fight back?
All six of them had an opportunity to stop that situation. Neither one of them didn't do nothing about it. Who get him the right to take a life? He didn't give her no kind of care, no help. I can just feel her suffering, man. The last breath she took out of her body.
It's hard, but I want the world to see it. I want everything to come out because I want justice for my child.
I pray for her family and I pray for justice.
That video sparking
Justice
demands
Shanquella
for
Robinson.
answers.
I'm raising awareness for Shanquella Robinson.
Thousands of people across social media posting justice for Quilla and say her name, and hundreds attending her funeral in solidarity.
I just thought she would be burying me, not me burying her, man. When she came through the funeral home, I stood over, man, and I told her, baby girl, you would not die in vain. Daddy will get to the bottom of it, man.
But that bottom is often a deep pit. Prosecutors in Mexico are filing charges for femicide, a form of gender-based violence.
The reality is it's a homicide case. And it doesn't change what you investigate. It doesn't change what evidence you need to convict somebody.
Mexican authorities issued an arrest warrant 2 weeks ago for one of the friends. The prosecutor in Mexico speaking to local news.
Responsable de estos hechos a una amiga de ella, que es la agresora en este caso de la agresión directa. Porque realmente no fue riña, es una agresión directa que realizó.
But officials aren't releasing any names and no known arrests have been made. Investigators now seeking to extradite the person of interest to face charges in Mexico, which could take a long time.
The Mexican warrant is worthless here. No sworn officer or agent has the authority to arrest anybody on a warrant from another country. So it has to be vetted through probable cause and information that the Mexican authorities provide to convert it to a U.S. warrant strictly for the purpose of arresting a person.
ABC News has reached out to the so-called friends who were reportedly in Mexico with Shanquella. They haven't responded to our request for comment. The FBI's Charlotte field office is also investigating the case.
What for you does justice look like for Shanquella?
For them to go back to Mexico and do their 20, 30, 40 years, whatever they give them. And they need to pay for what they did to her.
Next month, Shanquella would have been celebrating her 26th birthday. The holidays now especially tough for her family.
How do you want your daughter to be remembered?
As the person that she was loving, loved people, loved traveling. I hurt, but I also know that God don't make no mistakes. My heart gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt for a while. But I know God gonna give me strength to get through it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch right over here to subscribe to our channel.
Okay, since this is the last story, and Shanquella is from Charlotte. She went to West Charlotte, actually. She didn't go to West Mex. She went to West Charlotte. You still with me? Still hanging on?
Yeah.
Still hanging on to the new year. Well, not till the new year, because I got shit to do. I'm at work, but
well, I'm not at work, but I got shit to do.
She went to Charlotte, and I think those people are still here in Charlotte. One of them, one of the females that was there, not fighting, but she was in the vicinity. She lives in High Point. So did you see where Channel 9 News found her ass in High Point?
Yeah, because basically, from what I understood, they were saying that Mexico was originally not wanting to even charge them to begin with. So they did a crime, but they was legally not responsible until they pressed and pressed and pressed. And I believe now Mexico, it's stupid to me how you could commit a crime in a different country and it's not a crime. I don't get it. Because basically Charlotte couldn't arrest them based off of what happened, right? They have to get prosecuted and charged in Mexico. Because that's where it happened, right? I can't hear you if you're talking. Oh, Peaches. I cannot hear you.
Huh?
Can you hear me? Because I couldn't
Hear
hear
you?
you.
Oh, I heard you singing. I was like, was that you calling me?
Yes, I was like, oh, Peaches.
What were you saying about Shaquilla?
Oh, I was saying basically they can't charge them, even though they may have been involved in her murder. In the United States, like in Charlotte, they cannot charge them. That's the crazy part. No matter how much proof there is. So they have to go back to Mexico to be charged and do their time, right? That's what I was trying to figure out.
I
But from what I
the FBI was supposed to be cooperative. If they had rounded these people up, like I know they know where these people are, the authorities, the FBI. I know they know where these people are. How come nothing's being done? It's just I don't want.
Again, that's what I was trying to say. From what I understand, is that if you go to a country and you murder somebody, right? And you go back to your hometown in a different country, they can't charge you because of the fact that the crime wasn't committed within the jurisdiction of where you reside. So you would have to be charged in the jurisdiction in which the crime was committed. So they did a crime in Mexico, and technically it's like they didn't do anything at all unless Mexico decides to charge them. Because that was the big thing at first. Mexico was not charging them or investigating it further. They was basically letting them walk, even though it was noted that there was some foul play that led to her death. But I believe they pushed and pushed and pushed, and now Mexico is going to proceed with charging them. But they got to get them in their custody first. Basically, that's what I got. Well, that's what I understand. But yep, it was sad because again, all of this, from what I understand, started because of them. Pretty much, I guess it's supposed to be drunk fighting, but Shanquilla looked like she was either too drunk or she just didn't want to participate. But either way, it should not have happened. You hearing me?
Okay, so it's just really unfortunate. I don't.
We didn't find the oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You didn't find. We didn't find the what?
The calendar yet.
I found it.
The vibe. You did? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Actually, boom. Here it is.
All right. So rest in peace to Shanquilla Robinson. Now we're just going to touch base on all the madness month by month on what happened. And looking at these pictures, we're supposed to already know what's going on, right?
God damn, a lot of shit went on in 1 year.
Okay, let's just recap. We're gonna try to go through this quick because we've been on
He
here
grind
over 2 hours.
Huh?
So we've been on here over 2 hours.
Exactly. I've been hello. I can hear you, but then you like kind of go
Oh
out.
no, I just went out because basically I muted it to get the boy from going underneath the bed. Boy, he went under the bed and got something.
Yeah, I lose focus every now and then, but yeah, we've been on here for like for 2 hours, so yeah. But that's what happens when we don't go live all that often. We need to stop doing that.
No, we gotta get back. Don't worry, 2023 we can start fresh. We did good until about June. Because remember the baby was born in May. And I feel like that's when we was just like
Oh
slacking.
yeah.
Yeah. But we were consistent, girl, from 2020 to 2022. We going into the third year. Girl, we did good. We did good.
Alrighty.
Oh, let's look at these pictures and then we're gonna go through everything and then that should be that. We're
Oh,
gonna
I forgot about the slap. Did we talk about the slap? Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Girl, wait, is that on this list? Because we could touch base on.
Back in March.
Okay, so all right, so let's just go over everything. So January, what is this picture from January?
Some football player. I didn't even know who the hell he was.
Me neither. I thought in January they would have put the freaking. You remember what happened with that was this year, right? Trump and or was that last year?
That was last year.
That was? Damn, I thought it was this January.
You
So,
having
I mean,
effect.
yes, I don't know what January is representing. What happened in February was the fight with at the bowling alley with the baby. Was that it? Remember the baby and what's her name? The baby mama? No, that wasn't February though. Remember Danny Lee and the baby in the bowling alley
Last
shit?
year.
That you said that was what?
That was last year.
No. That wasn't last year. So what is February picture talking about?
Oh, he did whip the brother's ass. That was a late ass whipping.
Yeah, the situation happened last year, but I think that the fight happened on the because that's
Very
what that picture is, right? Because I'm looking at February.
late.
And then March was at the Grammys, was it?
That was the Oscars.
The Oscars. Will Smith slapping Chris Brown. And then
Chris
April, what
Rock.
happened in April?
Wow.
Huh?
He slapped Chris Rock.
I said Chris Brown.
Yes.
I gotta laugh because I've been listening to a lot of Chris Brown, especially because Chris Brown got like the little dancehall songs. He got the songs where he be putting on his little like fake Jamaican accent. So here I am thinking about Chris Brown. Yeah, I'm sorry, where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
He
April.
just released a movie from on Apple TV called
Chris Rock?
Emancipation. No, Will Smith.
Will Smith?
Yeah, he's trying to get back into the groove of things.
Wow.
But April is when Meg did the interview with Gayle King, and she sat on her ass up on there and lied, saying that she didn't sleep with that midget.
Mm.
Dang, she dropped off. Okay, I got you.
So we were on April. Okay.
Uh,
So,
she lied about sleeping with that midget.
hmm
Who else is there?
what happened with Benzino? Because he's
His
yeah.
big having ass. He was tweeting something yesterday. Don't nobody give a fuck about no damn Benzino. I used to have the biggest crush on him when I was little. Anyway, Kevin Samuels, he ended up
Passing away.
passing
Yeah,
away.
that was May.
I guess that was when Young Thug and Gunna went to jail for the racketeering. So everybody's turning on Young Thug now. Have you seen that shit?
Mm-hmm.
He bought all them niggas Honda Civics, and that's how they repay him. Damn. Who's the bitches up top? Black China and the Kardashians. They went to court over something. I think she was trying to say that those Kardashian witches were sabotaging. They sabotaged her reality show on E! But next is the Verses, where Ray J's voice was cracking.
You know what's crazy? I had went to this thing called Sting in Jamaica, And I
Mhm.
just realized that Sting is basically a bigger versus between like dance hall reggae artists. That's because a lot of people don't like, I don't know if you've seen the videos that I posted, but they call it like a music class. So they'll normally put two artists on the stage and they're supposed to go at each other using their songs, to see who the crowd goes crazy over, But yeah, what's going on with verses? Any upcoming ones that's big? Like,
Mm-mm. I
okay,
know people want Jermaine Dupri and Diddy to do a versus.
Jermaine Dupri and Diddy. I don't think they. I mean, Jermaine Dupri don't got songs like that. Diddy
Girl,
got
see,
songs from the '90s.
so you fucking up. That's what you fucking up.
Um, yeah, I don't listen to Jermaine Dupri like that to know his songs. I don't know.
Jermaine Dupri is a super producer. He is responsible for the Black's career. He's responsible for Jagged Edge. He's
Isn't
responsible
he responsible for a Little Romeo
for
too?
Bow Wow, Lil Romeo's
Lil
masterpiece
Bow.
son.
Okay, so Little Bow Wow, because I remember it was Master P and Little Romeo and Little Bow Wow. Both of them was going off on, Little Bow Wow, I guess, was going off on Jermaine Dupri, and then Little Romeo was going off on his dad. It was crazy, all in like the same day or same week. You remember that? That was recent.
The same week. It was that was recent. I think Bow Wow had said that it was a clip that had went out that saying that when it's
Hold on,
something.
yours went cut out. It was you said it was a clip that came out that said what?
Jermaine Dupri said that he had started 106 in Park for like black
For
folks.
Bow Wow.
Yeah, for Bow Wow and black folks, because TRL, that's where the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, they took over TRL. So Bow Wow comes out and he just shitted on JD. Like, this dude is literally the reason why you have a career. Like, if he could have did the same thing with another fucking child star. Look what he did with Criss Cross.
Yeah, but
Criss
I
Cross,
remember Little Bow Wow was I don't know. Little Bow Wow got I don't know why he feels the way he feels.
he's short too.
Go Little Bow Wow.
Yes,
Really?
he's short as fuck too. So I don't know what his problem is, but he need to respect his elders because, shit, his ass whooped again. Called it, who's that little female that whooped his ass last year? Yeah.
Hold
Okay,
on.
so that Sesame Street theme park up in July, right there. Yeah, Nick. Yeah.
Wait, what you talking about? Maybe always breathing all hard.
Oh.
He's such a cutie.
No, I don't have any kids yet. But this Sesame Street theme park, where the characters were.
Oh yeah, they wasn't hugging the black kids.
Oh damn! That's fucked up.
Mhm. Yeah, so that was July 2022. Come on, boy.
August, that was the New Orleans trip. We're not gonna talk about that. Um, oh, Renaissance was released. I'm the classic forever. I'm that girl. Don't you feel my love? Ooh, baby.
This boy laughing.
Ooh, Genuine, he did that stupid move. It was great hair. Ain't nobody
Yo,
right.
we getting old. We
Ain't nobody
see his
riding
picture
that
right there
pony.
make me feel old, huh?
Ain't nobody riding that damn pony. And then Irv Gotti, he was trying to shit on Ashanti, but he made himself look stupid.
Was that the one who tried to say like he slept with her or whatever?
Yes.
And it's crazy because he has a whole wife. Like, why are you telling the world who you slept with when, for one,
They're
I think.
divorced now, and they were separated the whole, during that time. But like, she didn't know about the wife until then. But she was still, but they were still separated. But they were still doing their thing. But like, he had the nerve to be mad because when she went to started dating Nelly.
Wow.
That's what happens when you cut the booty off. Anyway, what happened next? August, September. I don't remember this happening in September.
What?
Nia Long and her boyfriend, he was the head coach of the Boston Celtics. And he was having an affair with his white coworker who worked for the Boston Celtics also. Yeah, that's Nia
You know
Long.
what's crazy? I do remember seeing posts that said, I don't know why people be acting surprised if Halle Berry could get cheated on, Nia Long could get cheated on too. You know they always say Halle Berry is like the prettiest woman.
Say that again.
I was like, I remember them posting on social media saying, "Oh, y'all acting surprised about Nia Long," but they was like, if Halle Berry could get cheated on, then Nia Long could get cheated on too, because you know they always say Halle Berry is like the prettiest woman ever, and but I didn't know that that's what happened. I never knew that it was a situation where her husband cheated on her with a white woman that he works with. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I was a white woman for 11 years. R. Kelly was found guilty. What else is new?
This was August.
That was in September.
Oh, we on September. Okay. And then, August, September. What happened with who was that? Is that Nicki Minaj over there in September? I'm trying to see. Okay, so R. Kelly situation, that looks like that was August. I mean, no, that was September. You're right. So what happened in October? Because I could see the pictures, but that's Nicki Minaj. I don't know. What happened in October? Because I can't, based off of that picture, I can't tell.
What did happen in October? I know the Grammys passed over Nicki Minaj for next year, 2023. They did not. Did they nominate her? I think they nominated her for pop, but she wanted to be recognized as a rapper. But they put her in the pop category.
Well, I don't know. So that was August, September, October. November was what? Was that when Brittany Garner finally came home? Is that Brittany Garner in that picture? Can you see it? Boy, what? What's up, man? What's up, Diggy Papa? Hey, cutie pie. Oh, my bad. October, November. I was asking, is that Brittany Garner in that picture?
Yep.
So November was when I think that's when Takeoff passed away, right? And then Brittany Garner. And then December, what happened?
I don't know why it seems so long ago. Takeoff.
Yeah.
But the Brittany Griner situation, I understand what everybody is saying. Like the U.S. took an L. I'm glad she's back and everything, but the U.S. took an L because we traded her to that Russian arms dealer. Now he's over there doing whatever the fuck he wants. He's free, and now we're just fucking saying you are vulnerable.
All right, and then so that was that, and then that was also the month that Takeoff passed away, and in December we have Diddy with his baby. That baby is cute, but that was it, right? That was the whole 2022. The whole 2022. That was it. Say that's all, folks. All right, Peaches, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, I think we covered everything though, right?
Diddy.
Oh, I was saying Diddy and the baby. Well, what else did you want to talk about with Diddy?
Diddy's whole, he's cursed. I meant to send you a link to his cursed ass and how Carisha needs to fucking run. But other than that, that's it. Just girl, run, Carisha, girl, run.
She ain't going nowhere.
But apparently that's his little shorty doo-wop or whatever the fuck you want to call him these days. But girl, he just got her out here looking like a plum fucking fool.
Girl, that I'm not surprised. All right, well, we covered everything, right? Everything. that we
Yeah,
could think of for 2022.
that is
Now we're
great.
gonna go into 2023, and hopefully we have a better year next year than this year. And you want to take us out, or you got anything else before you take us out? Any more any final words, or you want to just do the outro?
That's it. Just we'll see everybody in 2023, which is literally
Yes, next
hour
year, tomorrow, less
away.
than 12 hours. Less
Yeah,
than 2 hours.
I don't
Less
know if
than
they're
2 hours.
about to drink. Are you still breastfeeding?
He's both now, but he's still a breast boy, unfortunately.
Well, I was about to say you need to. Well, I don't want you to. I don't want to say you need to drink, but have a drink on.
CDC says breastfeeding mothers are allowed to have 1 drink a day.
Well,
But I
make
don't drink
it a
really.
gulp. Make it a big gulp.
I might have a I might have a drink and just have him have a bottle. And then alcohol leaves your system 6 hours after your last alcoholic beverage, ladies.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah, ma'am. I be doing my research. I know the rules.
But
Yes, girl. Take us out. Take us out. Take us
okay.
out. Take us
Yeah.
out with a bang. Take us out with a bang. Take us
Wow.
out. I was
Uh,
talking to the baby.
wow. I thought you were talking to me. What the fuck? Okay. So people are gonna come back and listen, y'all. Stay blessed. Y'all, I'm sorry. Damn. Ooh, you see what happens when we haven't done it in a minute? I'm trying to catch this on 22222. Y'all be black. Damn. Y'all be blessed. Damn. Okay, let me start over again.
Think
Y'all
about it for 5 seconds and then start.
blessed. Stay black. And fuck the police because don't shit change. And we are going to go out at the time at 22222.
Yes, because after this is gonna be 23.
It
Crazy,
is. All right.
crazy. My baby likes when I say that. Crazy.
All right.
Say
222.
crazy, never lazy. Anyways, good night, y'all, and thank you so much for tuning in. And just know for 2023, we got more for y'all. We just getting started. Okay.
Thumbs to twos.
Bye, y'all.
2. There we go.